Hey everyone, it's Neela here, aka Neely Gaming. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a few hidden controls in NHL 26 that are not at all displayed in the controller settings menu, meaning there is no way to know these unless either someone tells you or you happen to stumble upon them. So in total, I'll be sharing 7 different hidden controls with you. This will include smoother stick handling, shooting loose pucks easier, a poke checking trick, 2 dekes that aren't displayed, and then 2 goaltending tricks. So first up, I'm going to show you how to get smoother and faster stick handling in NHL 26. So as you can see here, when you start stick handling, every once in a while you might just get a bad animation because it just happens. There's a lot of toe drag dekes, so it's not always smooth. More experienced players can work around that a lot easier, but there's one simple trick that'll take all out of the way. Hold your right trigger. Or if you're on PlayStation, your R2. This will eliminate any sort of animation, and you'll also be able to stick handle a lot quicker, as you can see here. And a big bonus to this is because you're already holding right trigger to deke, you're already in pass mode. So this will eliminate that extra half a second to a second it takes to charge a pass, and instead you can just zip it right away. So for example, I play right D, so when I'm patrolling the line and trying to find an outlet, if I'm going around and already holding the right trigger to deke, I can easily find someone wide open. And if you're on forward, it'll make circling around and protecting the puck a lot easier while you try to find that lane. So instead of seeing that guy wide open back door and not being able to hit him because you weren't ready for the pass, you just let go of the right trigger and there you go. It's already zipped over. Here's how long it takes when you're not holding the right trigger already. You're just giving the other team that little bit of extra time to potentially close that lane. Now here's something that'll help you get to those loose pucks a little bit easier when there's a scramble in front. Now, we've all been there. There's a puck just sitting there, and what does our guy do? He punches the other guy in the head, and you take a penalty for no reason. So here's how to avoid that. Notice how I'm flicking up here and punching away? If you just simply hold the left trigger, that won't happen. And then the moment you start moving towards the puck and hit up, your guy will lock on and go for the shot. And that's from no matter where you are. So let's drop it here. Let's come from the right side. I'm just holding the left trigger, hitting up as I skate towards the puck, and it locks on. Let's drop it here. Come from the left, same thing. And of course you can't aim where you're going. I'm just, trying to show you how it's done. And now same thing here again. I'm just going to drop it in front, hold left trigger, hit up, and your guy's going to lock on. It's also useful for one-timing loose pucks like this. So I'm not holding left trigger at all right now. And the moment I do, locks on, cranks it. And that's how that one's done. Next up is the R3 poke checking, which is really useful for defending. And no, I'm not talking about the R3 sweep. So I'm just going to leave the puck on the corner there. So, as you know, poke checking maybe isn't the greatest in this game. It's still not bad, but it is a bit tougher. So there's 2 ways to poke check. Actually, 3. One is just the regular poke check. You just hit R1 or RB. The other one is you can hold the R1 or RB down and kind of do a sweep with your right stick and just kind of sweeping it around. But what's not mentioned in the control guide is if while you're in sweep mode, you click down on your right stick, it'll also poke check. So watch, I'm just in sweep mode, right stick. Sweep mode, click it. Click it. You get the point. So when you're in that sweep mode, you're angling someone away and you see an opportunity to poke it, you just have to click down your R3 or right stick. So this is the first of 2 dekes that are not advertised in the game that I'm going to show you, and I really wish they would because honestly I love this deke. It's very useful. Essentially what you're doing here is bringing it to your forehand, flicking the puck, and sidestepping with it. It's a very useful move, and you see it a lot in real hockey too, which is why I really wish they'd advertise it more. I'm not perfect at it. You will get that kind of windmill sometimes if you don't do it right. So you're going to hold puck forehand, hold the Deke button, your LB or L1, and then you're going to flick both your left and right sticks to the forehand side. It is a little bit awkward, that's why sometimes you will get that windmill animation instead. It will definitely take a good amount of practice to get it down consistently, so I definitely recommend going into free skate or something and just keep trying and trying and trying until you get it right. So an example of a situation might be good is if you're getting kind of angled to the outside, you can cut back in like that and flick it. Or if you've already done it between the legs on them, and maybe you want to show them a different look, you fake between the legs, flick it to the middle, and all of a sudden you're right in a prime shooting opportunity. So the second deke I'm going to show you is a between the legs kick deke. It's a little more uncommon, but useful if you want to get between two people and potentially cause a tripping penalty. And the controls for it are pretty similar to the last one. So you're sort of setting up for between the legs deke, except you're going to continue going to your forehand side and kicking it back to yourself instead of going forward. So here's the controls for this. It's kind of the same. Hold forehand, LB, L1. Your left stick is still going to stay forehand, but your right stick is going to flick down, kind of like you do for a regular between the legs deke. And the red dots, they present kind of a situation where you could use it. So there's a defenseman in front of you, back check come behind, put it between your legs, kick it back to yourself, and they might trip you, honestly. So now we'll get into our two hidden goalie controls. The first one being the L3 goalie speed boost. So much like players, goalies also have a speed boost, but it's not advertised in the game, again, for some reason. I really don't know why. So I had to move over to team practice just because if I do a goalie practice, I'm just going to have an AI on me all game. So here's regular left stick movement. It's pretty slow, if we're being honest. So now, we're going to hold the left stick, and look how much faster you go. It's a really, really big difference. So not holding it, now holding it. So not holding it, now holding it. So obviously as a goalie, this is a great feature to know. It makes it a lot easier to stay square to a shooter, better for cross creases, one-timers. The only thing you gotta watch out for is you do tire out. And obviously a tired goalie means you're gonna be flopping around a lot more, or you're not gonna make as many saves. So keep in mind that you can't just hold it forever. You will have to sort of ration it and only use it when you need to. And for a second hidden goalie control, this will make things a lot easier to stop pucks coming around the boards. So in the goalie controls, it does state that holding A or X on PlayStation is skating for goaltenders. What it doesn't tell you is that if you just hold it down, your goalie will go behind the net and stop the rim around. So I'm just bringing the skaters back so you can see better. So all I'm doing is holding A or X on PlayStation, no left stick or anything. Your goaltender will go behind the net and attempt to stop any puck that's there. Of course, right now there's no puck to stop, but you get the idea. And that's all I have to share with you today. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.